Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast.
Yo. I'm your host, J.com. Welcome to the JFP. This is episode 171. The two amigos. Tay took PTO. We love you, my boy.
Trying to be like me and shit, motherfucker. Yeah. Calling out.
Motherfucker using days. In-work counter is in effect. Shout out to our boy in in-house Negro.
What was the count? What was the count? I ain't see the count.
I messaged it again. I ain't get the stats this week. I ain't want the stats shit.
All right. I know it got a little rowdy. I know I'm on the list.
Yeah. Before I get started, I want to send a shout out to those that wear the uniform, those that wore the uniform, those that wear the uniform in the future. Shout out to those that hang at the VA all day. Shout out United States of Baltimore, Zone 18, and the rest of the DMV. Real quick, before we got a lot of shit to talk about. We got spring break, spring vacation for the crew. Before I get started, man, R.I.P. to Bobby Caldwell, man.
Turn the radios up. Your favorite potters are here.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in the daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast.
You tried everything.
For the longest, y'all thought he was black.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I
did. Make me do for love what I would not do.
All right.
And I literally just found out probably a couple years ago, not recent, but it was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Something on Instagram did one of those, and like hell no, he ain't black.
Right. So real quick, I had to hit you with a little bit of R&B, but T.I. dropped a new one, and he was addressing some rumors and things with Boosie, so we got to speed it up a little bit. Let's go.
Let's get it. Turn the music up, turn me down.
اتنين صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين إن يرسلك الله فلا غالب عليك الله أكبر Luca Brasi, Louis B used to be, they treated me like Dave Chappelle. Anyway, I got my weight up, pivot weight, I weigh the scale. Trap or die, we survive and organize, you go to jail. My little young bitch a gangster, how I keep it, that's my yeah. And the other bitch gon' bail when they find out you can't make bail. Best in you before you ever place your love in someone else. Breadwinner, alumni status, told my brother ain't nothing else. I'm in that industry, they digging me, got stripes under my belt. Busy came by the beach, I got money in my reach. Ticket status, Dior flag, hang out my black Amiri jeans. Bitch bad, if I don't like the way she actin', I'ma leave. Drop a bag and get you seen. Park the whip, hop out on beat. I'm a big soldier, cooking cola, bring that water to a ball. Smell the odor, drop the Yoda, let it melt down to the oil. Kitchen stove, I'm standing over, watching over Pirates jaws. Held it down on prison yards, caught a long project hall. Designer stores inside the mall, rockin' ice, no body guard. A lot of work, shout out to God, working out my body hard. Bullet wounds, I'm bearing arms, tatted bad, my body scarred. Going hard, ain't no facade, exotic whips in my garage. One with niggas who gon' step behind the kid.
Let's go.
I'm in charge, got some shit around my
Setting the vibe, setting the vibe.
Let the Lord forgive him, bitch, cause I'm not sorry. I be swagging all on campus, I'm in college taking classes. Did the Urkel looking nerdy, selling birds, I'm rocking glasses. In the trenches of Atlanta, jumping out the back of families.
We almost there, baby. We gotta let T.I. get his shit on. Let's go.
Everybody around me stamp, show paperwork, now check my jacket. I get active, 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 active, I get active, I get active, I get active. Everybody around me stamp show paperwork, now check my jacket. A 3-time convicted felon, money long, and I get active.
Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadows of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge.
Shout out to
and my
all our
fortress.
listeners. Let's
1,000
go.
may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say and believe the Lord is my refuge and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. Lord forgive them for the shit they said about me, they don't know me. They wouldn't play if they knew 80 niggas would take these charges for me. Hard to tell me when you knew where that came from, here whole hip-hop dog for me. Hard to send me on into that
Welcome
bullshit
to
if
the
real
Jay
guarantee
Friends
God to tell me.
Podcast.
Started selling, yeah in the 6th grade if you ain't bet your hard to tell me. Started belling, when they see me in the crew, ex-con cold hard to feeling. Target melons, that what we did in that day they spray, you started yelling, started telling, but on IG you hard to hellin'. I'ma tell you something serious, nigga coming here trying to boost a career, ain't commandeer. I'ma commandeer the situation, treat him like a honey deer in the frontier. Listen, I've been king 21 years, took loss and never shed one tear. That cause even when the future unclear, confidence always had a ton of here. Sucker niggas we ain't fond of here. Mamas, please don't bring your sons up here. Just because he think it's fun up here, he gon' have to raise his gun up here. You don't raise him right, they gon' lay him right down, make a pipe down, yeah. Treat him like a clown in a nightgown, catch him slipping, get his nose wiped down. Pulling up in old school, so clean, still politicking with some dope fiend. Probably telling me to keep a no clean, looking like I'm dropping off a whole thing. But I ain't touched the shit since the 90s. All the trapping I done put behind me, but my inner circle still hella Grammy. So I ever go broke, you know where to find me. Like a peloton, nothing ever riding. I'm a legend, nigga, I ain't never dying. When the pressure was on, I ain't never hide. Even when the bullshit was set aside. But I was there when whoever died. Retaliation, I was front line. Now the elevation of my mind got a nigga trying to make myself calm down. Still memories of the energy of lifting guns up and kicking doors in. Hopped up the porch, 10 toes in. Many called, but a few chose in. Nigga bought like a bull master, but bite like a little less. I get at the can't tell me without getting stuck like a motherfucking cactus.
I get active.
Welcome to the JFP 171. We are here. Again, shout out to follow us on all social medias, like, share, comment, subscribe. It costs you nothing, goes a long way. Let's attack these algorithms. If you're not a member of our Patreon, link is in the bio on everybody's social media, and especially the podcast and the YouTube. Anywhere you can reach anybody or this podcast, the Patreon is there. Go like, share, comment, subscribe, and support and subscribe.
Please.
Real quick, Monday. Spring is here, dog.
Thank you.
No. Thank you. No, I don't like that.
I can't wait.
Yo, I texted y'all the other day. I said it is. What I was like, it's 7:30 and the sun is out.
I love it.
You pulled up here and the sun was still out.
It was a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm up at 4 a.m., so I still get up and it's dark.
Yeah. So,
I ain't waiting for these allergies, though, because I promise you, I hit like 30, around like 32, 33, I had allergies. I never used to have allergies. Now, that shit is crazy. As soon as the weather switch, I'm fucked.
Shout out to y'all allergy folks.
Yeah,
man.
I need to start popping Claritin. Actually, right now, I need to go
Claritin,
all
that.
that.
All of that. All right, man. You was on your Instagram and it was something that went a little viral today.
Yeah. I got my guy, Birdman, Baby, Stunner. He had posted someone's hip hop top 10.
He added Billboard and was like, y'all don't.
Y'all don't
support. What is it?
CEOs.
He talk about top rappers, top R&B. Never ever mentioned CEOs.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what is the list? EYL came out with this list.
EYL.
Okay, earn your leisure, y'all. If y'all don't follow them, go follow them too.
So they got Baby at 1, Diddy at 2, Hove at 3, Dr. Dre at 4, Russell Simmons at 5, Master P at 6, L.A. Reid at 7, Dame Dash at 8, Jermaine Dupri at 9, and Suge at 10.
Well, first off, off mic we was talking. I don't agree with Jay at 3, and Jay and Hove are the same. They have to be in the same. They one and the same. You ain't having one without the other. And
yes.
Rock Nation don't really count.
Yeah, Jay and Dame have to be together.
The majority of his catalog is Rockefeller.
Yes.
Like Riri is Rock Nation, but other than that,
right.
Yeah.
But I don't even have them top 5.
Nobody looks at Rock Nation as a behemoth of a label. Like, Rock Nation did it, or they not like a QC.
Right.
They not a Cash Money, LaFace,
All of that.
Def Jam. So
And that's why Baby said that P from QC should be number 2 over Diddy. I don't think
I
that.
don't agree that. Nah, Puff ran. His run was a long one, and he invented the remix.
Right, and that's why I don't even know if I can have Q. I can have P and Q of QC top 5 because of the longevity of Puff, P, L.A. Reid, and Jermaine Dupri.
Well, QC only been banging for what, maybe 5 to 8 years. That's not really a run.
I mean, now what they have done, they definitely they got out the gate, of course, with the Migos, and then
Okay, so let me ask you: so anybody listening that don't agree with QC being that with us saying that QC shouldn't be so high, answer this question: when you start ranking QC against the other guys, do you think that they would have sold that whole label for $300 million?
no.
And it's like height.
Yeah, and they didn't in their height, and they didn't hold back anything. So
They gave up everything.
Yeah, so they didn't hold back nothing. They ain't like, oh, we're gonna hold back Baby's catalog. You get everything.
Everything.
No,
nobody. Like you saying Dre sell it $300 million. Master P was putting out albums every fucking week.
Every week.
300 million. Yo, listen. Master P
I was going
top
to Sam
5
Goody.
regardless.
I
He
ain't
top
even gonna
3
lie. I
because
was
he
going
had
to
the
Sam Goody
80-20
every week.
deal. He had the 80-20. They didn't even believe in him.
Sam Goody every week.
Yeah. Like those CDs was $30. Whole $130.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, these lists are like your top rappers or your favorite R&B artists. Everybody's slide is different. So
I just can't have Hove at 3. I mean, I don't like top Dr. Dre at. He was number 4, I think. I don't have Dre at 4. What have Dre?
I would say
besides B Rabbit. What has Dre given? I'm not going to go NWA because
Why?
That was because that's Eazy-E. That's him and Eazy.
Oh, you talking about CEOs?
See, as a CEO.
Oh, Aftermath, dog. He got a bunch of Busta Rhymes projects. He got B Rabbit. He got 50 Cent. Like,
those two are monsters.
Aftermath has a lot.
I'm not going to give him Busta because
he got 2 Bustas under his belt, 2 Busta albums.
he got a couple that he hasn't even released.
But
there's a lot of shit. I mean, he had Eve at one point.
It's under his umbrella though.
He had Eve at one point.
He got the Firm album.
He got the Firm.
Come on, man.
No, does he got the Firm?
Yes, he produced that.
He did. You're correct.
So
I still don't have him top 5. Not over Jermaine Dupri or LaFace or P. P is 6.
I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Q and P got to come off this list. Top Dog got to go up there.
Ooh.
Top. Are we gonna do it like you had the red charge, nigga? Top Dog, top and punch, boy. TDE ain't boy. SZA, Kendrick, Come on.
You take Suge Knight off? You can't take Suge Knight off.
No, even though his run was short, you can't take him off.
No, because
you take QC.
No, you can't take that for a while.
Take QC
because he had Dre, Snoop.
Yeah, take QC off and put Top.
Well, QC not on here at all. He wanted. Okay. That's what Birdman was saying.
Right,
he needs to be on the list and at number 2.
Nah.
Well, you're gonna have to take Dame or Hove off. One of them. They're together.
Take Dame off.
They're together. So they're going to just be as one.
Okay,
you can't have both.
Then that gives you a spot, and
I'll give you a spot.
I'll put TDE. I'll put Punch in there. Yeah, Punch and Top Dog. Yeah, Top Dog. That's the West Coast QC. And Kendrick, J Rock, dog, Black Hippies. Come on, dog. SZA. Dog. Come on, man. You can't. It's undeniable. It's undeniable.
QPC changed some shit though. I ain't even gonna lie, but
Kendrick is.
I'm not a Kendrick guy. So.
I'm not either, but
I gotta respect this gangster. Yeah.
Here's an honorable mention CEO. J. Cole. Dreamville. All right, man.
Let's go.
All right, military transition classes are falling short. Lawmakers warn. I come in here and I'm beating a dead horse. At this point, we talked about how the military is not preparing service members to get out, and it's the way it's kind of set up. You're supposed to do it. Like, I think you do up to 2 years before, but most people do it like a year or like right before you get out. and it's like a 1-day class, 2-day class, or a week long, but that is not enough time to prep you for civilian life. You thinking that, oh, I just, I've literally seen people think that you take your eval in the military and you put those same bullets on a resume and that works, and it doesn't work. Like, and what and I have an idea. I don't know, somebody gonna steal it anyway, but fuck y'all. So in the military, right? No, I'm gonna speak for the Army. They have units. So you have like, it might be a unit of mechanics, Black Hawk mechanics, heavy wheel mechanics that like work on like semis. You might have a unit of just supply people, like they do all like logistics, right? So when you should do these in the civilian term, we call them in-service days. Do in-service and bring some people who was in the military, transitioned, and are successful in doing something in that field, and come talk to the soldiers, talk to the sailors and the airmen and say, hey, I was where you was sitting at, and this is what I did to get here. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, you have to bridge the gap. And a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. But if you talking to people and you seeing like, because we don't deploy them on, you deploy, you'd be like, yo, it'd be a soldier working supply, but then they going to the real warehouse where the shit come off the boat, and you getting all your, and they now you talking to a civilian who over here making about 3 or 4 times as much as you is. And it's like, well, damn, you was in the Army? Yeah, I was in the Army, but I'm over here now. I'm getting that bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you have to get out and talk and network, and you have to, the military needs to bridge that, be the bridge for that, and to make that happen, not just a class and that bum ass resume writing class, because that ain't shit.
Got you. So like when I first read into it, my first thoughts were just like, once you're out of the Army, all right, you done, get a job, and that's it.
Pretty much.
And then when I started reading into the article a little bit more, I started looking at, they were talking about mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
So now it had me thinking like, so when you have guys come back that's, I don't know, quote unquote, shell shocked or going through having mental issues, like what is it that they do for them? Is it just go to the VA and they'll take care of it?
That's a whole nother monster. So like, they don't even talk about, well, I ain't gonna say they don't. They vaguely touch the VA. They don't even get into the nuances of, hey, they don't tell you this while you in, like, hey, if you like now you hurt your foot, every time you go to the doctor, save those slips. Show that your injury stopped you from working. So when you get out and you got lingering issues and my foot swell or my, you know what I'm saying? Like when I know it's gonna rain because my foot go to hurt, like all of these things.
And this is not the gout, ladies and gentlemen. I know the first thing you see black man with his foot messed up, they like, he got the gout. I don't have the gout.
Yeah, you have to keep track of all that, and nobody tells anybody none of that. And so when you come out and you file a claim and you thinking you good, like, yeah, I got my medical records, and they be like, denied. You can't prove that. Oh, we can't prove that your foot is service connected. We can't prove that you got PTSD. We can't prove that you got sleep apnea. We can't prove that your back bad. You heard it, but
right.
You can't prove that it's service connected. It got to be connected to your service.
Got you. And that's what I mean. Like, so you see these at times, like homeless veterans and stuff like that you can now, I mean, because probably back then you couldn't tell as much as you can tell now. There's like, they visibly have mental health issues. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you just let them go out in the world like that's it? Or the person who went in the Army because he had no family, he had nothing, so he went in the Army or the service. And now that he's got out, he's having issues because now the Army was his family. And now that it's done, it's like, what do I do now? Because in the civilian world, I still have no one because my
brothers and sisters are gone.
Yeah.
That's a tough one now, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know some dudes that are homeless, and they got some slight mental health issues, but they want to be homeless. They don't want the responsibilities like their wife left them. Their kids don't like them, so they don't want the responsibilities of a family. They got a pocket full of money. They go to their little appointments or whatever. They smoke a little dope. They buy a little drink, and they eat what they want. and they don't have any responsibility. So I ain't gonna say it's a lot, but it's a small number that want to be there. Like they don't want. I think they carry you carry a lot of responsibilities when you're military. Like you got a platoon sergeant might be in charge of 40 to 50 people, and everything off work and at work that's your responsibility. So dude go home and beat his wife, you got to get out your bed and go to fucking CY, get him out of jail. All of that is your responsibility, and you carrying that all day, every day. Is 24/7, 7 days a week. They're gonna call you, hey, Sarnell, and you like, nigga, I'm with my girl, my daughter, Sergeant First Class Darnell. You need to come get him. All right, like you gotta do it, and some of them dudes just don't want to carry that shit no more, and but
Gotcha.
Again, the services are there. They just need to do more advertising, and they just need to do more to prepare people post military and do more and get out in the community and reach out to those veterans that are struggling and that got problems.
Can you go back though? Like, is it so once they're out, and say if they start having mental issues or just anything, who do they go back to? Is it straight go to the VA or
you can go to any VA?
Oh, okay.
And literally, I went in to make an appointment today. You could literally go in, and if you want to seek mental health, you'll go in and you'll fill out a questionnaire. And of course, it's like, do you plan on hurting yourself, anybody, or you feel like you're a danger to yourself or others? And then you answer that. If you no to that, because if you say yes to that, then they're gonna put you in the hospital.
Okay.
But if you no to that, then they're gonna set you up and get your appointment, and you're gonna get seen and get diagnosed with whatever you got, and they do it. But the first step is going in. A lot of dudes don't want to go in because either you're scared or you're embarrassed. So
Gotcha.
all right. The Army keeps getting smaller. So old Sleepy Joe put out his budget, and reading an article, it is for the smallest number of troops ever. I think that it was around like 425,000 active duty, and I don't want the other numbers, but like this is the smallest thing. So what I'm gonna say is that Sleepy Joe he's on it. He's on this the downslope of the presidential term. What's the numbers now? You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at me 1 second.
It's gonna say like 400 and it's 400 something.
Just was there. 452
452 active duty.
active duty.
All right. So yeah. So what's gonna happen is this budget gonna go in, it's gonna be approved. So anytime a president get elected, what he wants to happen, of course you get your first 30 days and you get your executive order signed. But when it comes to budgeting and shit, you don't see that until years later, right? So what he's doing is he's drawing and shrinking the force. He is ensuring that we not gonna go to war when the changeover comes. Because Democrats don't, I already said this before, Democrats don't spend on defense. They are anti-war. Republicans are pro-war, and they spend on defense. So because the Republicans are going to win this next round, they're going to do exactly the opposite of what he just did.
And it was crazy that you said this because as I was driving here, I literally was going to say, because this is happening, I don't think we're going to war, or are we going to go to war? Like I wanted to ask that, but after I saw like is a shrinkage.
You got to remember, I said this a few pods back. I said about 2 years into the next Republican in that, we're going to go to war. They just need time to fund and beef up, pause, of because you can't just go in and be like, I need 100,000 soldiers. It don't work like that. You need a year or two to fund it and to get it spun up and to put your plans in place on what you want to do. And I think that's basically what he's doing. This is this is like, yeah, this is my fuck you on my way out. Like I'm doing this because it's gonna take you 2 years to fix this. So it's gonna take me my last 2 years. I'm gonna do this, and then it's gonna take your first 2 years to fix what I just did.
Gotcha.
It's just a play game.
And then hope to get a re-election so you can then continue to.
We know he's not. Yeah.
Oh no, I ain't.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like you wouldn't play the game, but okay. SVB, Silicon Valley Bank scandal. Do you know the background of it? I know it.
I don't. I was trying to catch up to it, but I don't because there's so much into it.
Silicon Valley Bank is it's a pretty popular bank, and they hold a lot of money for startup tech companies. What happened was they took out a loan, not a loan, but they bought the bonds, federal bonds, and some shit happened where the shit crashed, and of course, an influx of people took their money out of the bank.
$42 billion worth.
Yeah. So when that happens, it triggers a bunch of shit, and then it is like this right here shows you the power in people. Like if black people say, "Yo, fuck y'all, we ain't going to Walmart, we ain't going to Target, fuck Gucci, fuck Spirit, fuck Southwest," yo, you would cripple them. If you say fuck Tulum, fuck Vegas, listen, this shows you the power. If everybody say, "Yo, we are sick of Bank of America charging us these fees, let's take our money out and put it at another bank."
What's the shit? The black-owned bank in Baltimore.
Greene. Oh, the black in Baltimore.
Yeah, black-owned.
All I know is Greenwood, Atlanta.
Nah, it's one. I got you in a minute because I need to move some of my money there.
Yeah, but SVB, they went under, and I was talking to Tay. I was like, "Yo, so if this bank is not in existence, if you got a car loan or a mortgage, do you get to keep your shit? Is it like, who you paying? If the bank goes under, who you paying?" But literally, the bank has no they have no
the Harbor Bank. The Harbor Bank is
Harbor
black
Bank.
owned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they took their money out and they put everybody in a conundrum, and this has ripple effects that is past anything like this. Was they saying this could trigger the beginning of a recession a few months from now? So I'm gonna read a piece of what happened. So here is the timeline. March 10th, Silicon Valley Bank, one of the most prominent lenders in the startup ecosystem, collapsed. Federal regulators stepped in to allay fears and limit risk of broader financial system. So March 8th, Silvergate Capital, a cryptocurrency-focused bank, announced it would cease operations and liquidate assets after a bank run forced California lender to sell a chunk of its debt. Silicon Valley Bank, SVB Bank, concerned investors when it said it needed to shore up its balance sheet and raise $2 billion in capital. It was forced to sell a bond portfolio at a $1.8 billion loss. In a letter to customers, Greg Becker, the CEO of Silicon Valley Bank, said the bank enjoyed the financial position and weathered the sustained market pressures, but noted customers' deposits had come lower than forecasted in February. Then March 9th, during a conference call, Mr. Becker urged venture capital firms to stay calm. Panic spread on social media amongst investors, and people start taking their money out. Same day, Silicon Valley Bank announced the day before it prompted another wave of customer withdrawals. Its stock plummeted 60%. And the next day, Silicon Valley Bank failed after a run on deposits. It reportedly worked with financial advisors until the morning to find a buyer. By midday, regulators took over Silicon Valley Bank, the nation's 16th largest bank. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation was named the receiver. The failure of the 40-year-old institution came the largest bank crash since the 2008 financial crisis, and that's when they had to bail out the fucking auto industry. Shock from Silicon Valley woes reverberated through the parts of the banking sector, and investors started to dump bank stocks. The Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen reassured investors that the banking system was resilient. Signature Bank, a 24-year-old New York bank institution that lent largely real estate companies and law firms, saw a torrent of deposits leaving its coffers.
This is the type of shit that had people jumping out of windows,
Again,
losing it all.
I listened to other podcasts, and I've seen people like, "Oh, take your money out of the bank." Bro, the way the whole system is set up, nobody gets paid in cash unless you Mexican. Pause. Well, not pause, but
I seen somebody say like they had like 30 million there. They couldn't even get out.
So
he's stuck. I guess he waited too late to try to get money out.
When you go to a job, what's one of the first things they do? Get your checking account, and even if you don't have a checking account, I've seen jobs they will give you that prepaid card. Like if somebody is just dumb and don't have nothing, they will. If you don't come with your checking account and routing number, they will put it on. It's a card that comes that check going to a bank. So people's like, oh, excuse me, pull your money out the bank. And put it where? Your house burned down, your money gone.
Yeah.
You put it in storage. I've seen, knock on wood, I've seen people put sneakers in storage and you get robbed.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you go hide money somewhere and you forget where it's at. Drug dealers was burying money under the in the ground and it was getting moldy and you couldn't even use it.
Yep.
So the way the banking system's set up, dog, it's It's impossible, and nobody would have thought that this would happen. Well, the only thing I would say is, and I was reading an article about Giannis Antetokounmpo. He has 50 banks, and FDIC insures up to $250,000. So each bank account has $250,000 in it. So he has no bank account in America that has over $250,000. And also, you do what rich people do: put your money overseas and take it to the Cayman Islands. Like, put it overseas. It's okay to diversify your money, even if you ain't rich. You don't have to put your whole paycheck in one spot. It is okay to bank twice. It's to bank. You know.
It took me a while to realize that. Now I'm up to 3 accounts now.
Yes,
so
sir.
It took me a while.
I probably bank with like 8 to 10 banks. PenFed, Navy Fed, USAA, Bank of America, PNC, the Greenwood shit in Atlanta, Secu, and a few other ones. So I keep it spread out. Like,
Yeah, I just got with CQ. I'm with another credit union out of Utah, and then I have Wells Fargo. I used to be with Bank of America, but I was like BOA. There was so many fees, and it was like BOA was robbing me. I was looking at all this shit, and I'm like, BOA was killing me. So
they be raping.
So I was like, y'all got to give me this money. But of course, talking about this article, like BOA is going crazy with all the money that people is dropping in there, because they took the money out of Silicon, so it got to go somewhere. So it's going to BOA and it's going to Wells and Chase and stuff like that. And they were saying like they don't even normally put up like numbers. They wait till quarterly numbers, but they was like, yo, we put 16 million in here in a day. In a week, like they put people deposited 16 million, like it's rolling, like, so it's crazy.
That's their version of when you got them. All right. California lawmakers this spring are expected to begin a debate on a measure that would eventually eliminate the sale of tobacco products over the next several decades, banning retailers from selling them to anyone born after January 1st, 2007. This is not taking away current rights of anyone. It's about creating a new generation of people addicted to nicotine, said Assemblyman Damon Connolly, a Democrat. He's the authority on the measure. I'm about free enterprise, but I understand what they doing. Like, what nothing good comes from cigarettes.
No. I don't smoke, so I ain't tripping on it. But of course, it's just the free world.
It's
so
people that do, but it's nothing. It's normally something bad for you. Like, okay, energy drink. It's gonna give you energy, but it's too much sugar. It's always a pro and a con. It's no pro to a cigarette. It is no pro.
I mean, of course, everyone is going to go devil's advocate and be like, well, what the hell does alcohol do? Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah. It ain't dipped in formaldehyde and all, like,
Absolutely.
Like,
but you wouldn't have nothing but just, okay, you can't sell it, so people just going to roll their own cigarettes.
Pretty much, and it goes back to like people want what they can't have. So back in the day,
and
liquor was legal. Then prohibition came. Yeah. Everybody wanted whiskey.
Right.
Then remember back in the day, you was buying skunk weed. Weed was the thing. Like, oh, and I'm rolling. Yeah. Then when weed became legal, nobody want weed. We want pills. And when pills become legal, then they're gonna want the next thing, which probably fentanyl or something. I don't fucking know, but everybody wants what they can't have, and that's the cool thing. Like lean, promethazine. They stopped making promethazine because it just got out of hand. So I remember 2 Chainz was like, I bought 3 or 4 pallets from the company.
Cases. They went crazy with that.
So I'm like, so now it's like to have lean, the real promethazine is like, I got it and you don't have it. It's a thing, but like, dog.
And I had some of that. I didn't drink it. None of that shit. I've never. I'm scared of being high, like that type of high. Like I don't want that shit. Like seeing how they go through it, I don't want that type of. But I just had this shit, and I'm looking like, I probably got about 10 grand right here, and I had a big ass bottle of it. I'm like, man, because that's when they shut down activists.
Yeah, that's what it was. Not promethazine, activist.
It was promethazine is the drug that's in it, but it was the brand was activist, and they shut down activists, and then that's when they started coming out with fake lean and all types of shit.
Of stuff. Like they got a drink called lean. Cameron had it. It was an energy drink called lean. But yeah, man,
I'm I'm not
cool with
against it, but I understand. It's like I look at it like this. So I'm 40, and when I grew up, crack was whack. We had all them back to school specials and all
Say
this
no to
shit.
drugs.
Say no to drugs, and then I see people my age that get high off crack. That's smoke coke, do drugs, pop needles, all that shit, and it is weird because you look at it, and I had a girl. We was in the same class. She was getting high in prostitution. And then one day I had to ask her, I'm like, yo, we was in the same class. We in the same 10th grade class. And I asked her, I'm like, yo, why do you get high? And she was like, it's none of my fucking business. And I told her, and it wasn't, but it just felt weird to me. And at that time, this has been a minute ago. So I still was in my 20s at this time. So I'm looking at this girl, she 20 something. I don't know what happened in her life that made her want to go smoke crack. But I'm looking like, yo, we grew up on, we ain't supposed to smoke crack. Mm-hmm. Now, cigarettes might have been different because like everybody named mama, grandmother, uncle, aunt, they smoke cigarettes. So it was easy to pick up that habit, possibly. Right. Or when you started smoking weed, they used to always say, smoke a cigarette, it'll boost your high. That's what they used to always say. Middle school, I remember motherfuckers going in the bathroom, motherfuckers smoking cigarettes like, yo, I'm trying to boost my high. Like, I'm trying to get out of here because I don't want to smell like that shit. Yeah. And it just was weird, though, to see her at 20-something years old smoking crack. And I just really wanted to know. But she didn't have to answer me. I just wanted to see if I can get it out of her. So seeing these kids now, I don't want my daughters to smoke cigarettes. No, please. I don't smoke. Their mothers don't smoke. Well, Darnell mom doesn't smoke. So I don't want that shit for my kids. I don't want that habit. It's a nasty habit. I don't want that. So don't smoke.
I'm cool with it. They basically saying anybody born after January 1st, 2007. So you're kind of setting the precedence of, it's kind of saying like anybody born after 2007, you're got to adhere to a healthy way of life. Basically. So cool. Like, all right. So I think that is the kind of like, just looking at it again, that's the happy medium. Like cigarette companies can't be like, oh, you cutting us out of the money. No.
They said they're going to sue. Like if
they can sue all they want to.
They're going to try to sue, and then they'll take it to the polls, and then they take it to the polls though. I
think they're gonna win.
Yeah, win.
I think the happy medium is is only anybody prior to December 31st, 2006 is good. So you fine. Maybe after 2000, like so. 2007, they ain't even of age to smoke it anyway. So what are you worried about?
Right.
And at the rate we really going, I don't think cigarettes would be a thing in the next 10 to 15 years anyway. So
we'll see.
I think you'll be able to go get let me get some moon rock soft pack cones. Filtered.
Yeah, I remember them days going to the fucking store with $2 get my grandmother some fucking cigarettes. $2.
Cigarettes and sodas.
Yeah. And a Pepsi.
City of Newark, New Jersey admits it got scammed by becoming sister cities with a fake nation.
I missed that. I saw it.
Shit, I seen it.
I saw it on the gram, but I didn't look into it when it first dropped like a day or two ago.
They had a press conference. They had these black people dressed in African garb, and then like so when this shit hit, the news go and interview people like on the street, and they was like, so everybody in the city that make all this money, y'all ain't pay nobody to go Google if this country was real, like nothing. And then the city made it say, it's like, yeah, man, we made a mistake. This is not a real country. It is not like, yo, I know, like, I just really feel, and I don't think they're going to report it. I think they scammed them out of some money. I really feel like they scammed them out of money. Like, yo, we're going to be partner countries. If you just invest in us, we will send some of our refugees, our people here.
Of course, everything is always about the money. So
yeah, I that's what I don't think they're reporting. I think they got some cash. City of Newark invested some money in this fake country in which they duped and call it sister city. So, yeah, that's what you get for trying to click up. Fake ass shit.
Trash.
Millennials, they bought an abandoned high school for $100K and turned it into a 31-unit rental. When I tell you this shit is G, it is gangster. This shit look like Eastside High when you look at like the old photos. Mm-hmm. But then when you look at how they renovated the shit, like the gym, the auditorium, the apartments, there was 1 and 2 bedrooms. I think it was in New Jersey, the 2. And 1 bedrooms was like 14 and then 2 bedrooms like 16. That's affordable housing, and this is renovated.
But that was the flack that they were getting because they said they were charging too much money, and they should have. People, of course, people want them to do what they want them to do with their money to make it affordable housing. They were really
that shit
upset.
Was for me in New Jersey. That shit sounds affordable.
That shit was really. I didn't see the. I couldn't find the article with how much they were charging for rent. But,
I got it right here. Keep talking.
Okay, but they were saying like, "Yo, this is effed up. They bought this and they could have made it like that. Like, yo, you renovated school. You got some high ass ceilings. It's gonna be some showing up slick ass condos going down in here. I would want my shit upscale. That's the problem with everybody. Everybody want affordable housing. So what? So your little badass kids can tear up my shit? No, I want nice luxury stuff. No.
Oh, it's in Pennsylvania. Here you go. When an abandoned high school in Homestead, Pennsylvania was listed for sale in 2019, Jesse Wigg saw an opportunity and went for it. Jesse Wigg, a 34-year real estate investor, had focused on a project with Adam Colucci and Dan Spanovich. After purchasing the school in May 2019, construction on the building started and began in 2020 and wrapped up in October 2021. Former high school classrooms became new modern apartments with in-unit washers and dryers, and auditorium turned into a shared space. They also added a full gym with half basketball court, weights, and Peloton bikes on the ground floor. The finished product boasts 27 one-bedroom apartments and 4 two-bedroom apartments. Leasing started in October 2021, and after 6 months, the building reached 100% occupancy. $1,400 a month for some one-bedroom units and up to $1,650 for two-bedroom units. Dog,
that's light.
What exactly? Even in PA, stop playing.
That's light.
Stop playing.
At $1,650, like, so what do y'all want to pay? $600 a month for something?
With washers and dryer in the unit. Stop playing when you're up north. You know that's not damn near standard.
Peloton bikes in the
fuck. What? Come on, man.
No, man.
Stop playing.
And then there's a school, so you know the parking is gonna be. You're gonna have plenty of parking.
You got a track outside, maybe.
Maybe.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Stop playing, man. Listen, you can't make nobody.
But no, that's a dope ass idea. And I mean, schools are shutting down all over United States, but definitely in Baltimore, it's schools shutting down, elementary schools, middle schools, even high school. My old high school, Lake Clifton, they've closed down and moved across the street to a newer building. But that's something that was a dope ass idea.
Don't get it twisted. These one bedrooms are look like big lofts. It might be 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, but they look like big ass lofts.
Yeah, and you just imagine a regular sized classroom. Even if you knock down the wall,
that's what I'm saying.
A
whole school into how many units again?
That's gonna be some nice ass square footage. Like, yeah,
a whole school where you have 27 1 bedroom. You got 30 apartments. Dog. Come on, stop.
And then with a nice middle school, they done found a nice middle school.
Stop playing.
Couple 2 floors. Look,
stop playing.
Probably got a couple elevators in there.
Hell yeah, yeah. That's gangster. Man sues Buffalo Wild Wings claim pricey boneless wings are basically nuggets. Man, protect him.
That's a fact.
I don't even eat Buffalo Wild Wings, but I agree.
No, that's a fact. I don't eat them either. I used to eat them back when I worked at Arundel Mills. And when they first came out there, we was always getting them and shit. And they would show love to us, though, at night and load us up. But, yes, they ain't nothing but chicken nuggets with sauce on them shits.
I think that guy gonna win, and they're not going to be boneless. Like, dog, boneless wings should look like the wing, and you took the bone out. Stop playing.
Something, but then they're gonna say that's a baby tender. It's a baby chicken tender.
No. Give me a drum with the bone out.
With the bone out.
I don't know how you get it out, but
yeah, I mean they always hit you with the bone in, bone out. I mean, it's a baby chicken tender.
Don't call them boneless. Just call it a nugget or a tender. Period. Like,
yeah. But you really can win this. That's just like the lady years ago. I think they sued McDonald's and won a ton of money because the coffee was too hot and it had scalded her. I think it fell on her breast.
Yeah.
And
I remember that.
It scalded her because, but it says contents are hot, but this was too hot and it scalded her. And she sued and
sued Red Bull back in the day because it didn't give them wings.
Give them wings.
And I remember they had to change the branding, and I think they spell wings with 2 eyes now. If I'm not mistaken, it's spelled wings with 2 eyes.
There's a lot you can sue people for. I mean, and people walk around every day in life trying to figure out how to sue.
A dude sued. He tried to sue Hooters. I
still have to go to Hooters. People I've never been to Hooters before. I've never had Hooters wings.
You is tripping, boy.
I've never been to Hooters.
You was Boy, listen.
You was not talking like that just 2 minutes ago.
Listen,
I don't. And I used to hear Hooters used to be lit.
Buffalo garlic sauce.
And I used to go to down Rehoboth Beach down in Delaware a lot. And they used to play Hooters a lot down there. I used to go down there
We gotta go
every summer. And I've never been
to Laurel and the Hooters and watch just college basketball. Dog, the wings is on point.
And I've seen what is this shit? The secret shit, the secret CEO shit. Show. And I watched that and with the Hooter owners on there, like those little skinny ass pimp squeak motherfuckers, man. 2 screeches on that motherfucker, man. So I can see how they came about that idea because they wasn't getting no cut back in the day. But yeah, I've never been to Hooters.
Yeah, we gotta get you that, man.
That's all they have, those wings? Like that's the only good thing?
No, they got wings. They got these great big. They got big salads. They got they shrimp. Like you get.
I ain't going there to eat a salad though. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna go to Hooters to eat.
Nah, they got a lot of stuff though.
Eat a Caesar salad at Hooters.
Them curly fries be busting.
Oh, they got curly fries.
Curly fries be busting.
Who got it was crazy. The guy at work today asked me about who has the best fries, and I was like, at this point, I really don't know who has the best fries. McDonald's trash. Burger King trash.
The best fries.
Wendy's trash.
The best fries is a tie between Checkers and Arby's. It's a tie. Checkers fries. I go buy Checkers fries from the grocery store.
I love Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
I forgot.
Can't forget the waffle fry.
Put some respect. They come in. They top 3. They top 3.
Especially when they fresh out the pike and they hot and they dazzle whatever that kind of salt on them. Motherfucker is good.
Yo, I went to Hip Hop Chicken the other day. What is that shit they put in?
Crack.
It looked like it.
I don't know. That's
like,
their own.
I was like,
and
what the fuck is this?
And they won't tell you what it is. I don't know. It has some lemon pepper and it's something.
Okay.
It's some type of garlic and something else on there.
Because I was like, yo, my man, you put more flour on my shit? He's like, no, this is not flour.
No, it's a missile though, especially on the catfish nuggets. Yeah.
Puff is entering the race to buy BET, joining fellow moguls Tyler Perry and Byron Allen to vie to purchase the majority stake of BET Media Group.
That's what's up.
I'm
with it.
I love it, but I don't like it. I love it, but I don't like it. Here's why. Why not? So Puff is putting together a super group of on EYL, Earn Your Leisure. A man was on there. He was like, he talked to Puff, and Puff is putting together a super group of athletes and entertainers to buy the majority stake, right? But why are you vying against Tyler Perry and Byron Allen? Why not come together as a conglomerate? Y'all already, Byron Allen is a Billy. Like Byron Allen, I forgot who, I think it was, I want to say it was Howard or some HBCU 2 years ago. He paid the entire graduating class to debt. But why not come together and buy this all, like buy it, just purchase it together? Why are you vying against?
Cool. Yeah,
why are you vying against each other? Like it's BET. We want to get our shit back, right? So instead of going against each other, let's come together and
Man, Byron worth $800 million.
That's it.
That's his net worth.
Oh no, that wasn't Byron Allen. And it was somebody else that he paid the entire student debt off the graduating class. It must be somebody else.
He almost there though. 800 M's and still 800 M's.
Yeah.
Damn.
It wasn't Byron Allen. It was somebody. This dude was like, he had Billy's. But yeah, I like the move. I just don't like that. It's Byron Allen versus Tyler Perry versus Puff, and Puff is the only one that's putting together a conglomerate. I think
He'll
Puff,
own the Weather Channel.
Damn. Yeah, dog. You know that?
I know he owns some
black-owned.
TV
It's
shit.
black-owned
Yeah,
now.
he Weather
Yeah.
Channel and he owns 36 local TV stations.
I support the Weather Channel over that the Apple Weather app, but dog, I'm not paying. Stop giving me them ads for their premium. There's nothing premium about the Weather Channel app I need, my boy.
Right.
Nothing.
One thing, I mean, no disrespect to Puff or anything, but like I know Revolt puts out a lot of shit, and I know you be, when we hear you jump on Revolt.
I support.
You definitely support Revolt.
Yeah.
I can say that. Yo, I really was for the first time the other night when my foot was fucked up and I couldn't go to sleep, and I turned on Revolt. Like I didn't even know I had the channel. Like shit.
It's a number that you wouldn't even think to look.
Yeah, because I was up. I'm trying to find Blue Bloods. It's like 3:30 in the morning.
And
I'm not going to sleep.
Revolt ain't in HD neither.
Well, it's not. Mm-mm. Yeah, and Big Facts is on. I can't remember. They were talking to some rapper I've never seen before, but I just was like, okay.
So here's the thing. Revolt is.
Because I don't watch music videos no more. I remember back in the day. I used to.
I
was an MTV Jams motherfucker.
You be at work during the day.
Right.
Listen, Back, like I was about to say, I give Revolt a grade of about a C minus now. But if you go back about 2 years, like pre-COVID or during COVID, in the morning you get to watch Breakfast Club live.
Okay.
And then when Breakfast Club live goes off, like I found so many R&B acts and rappers because they were playing videos all day long.
Right.
They don't play them as much as they used to, but they did. And then Joe Budden had State of the Culture. He had a black news channel. Like Revolt was bumping at the time, and then COVID hit. And I just don't think that whoever the creative directors and whoever put together the TV shows, I don't think they kind of regrouped and put it back the way it's supposed to be, because I don't see music videos on that no more. And you used to be, I used to just put it on and you just get to see shit. Like it's an R&B artist called 1111, like the time 1111.
Yeah. I heard of
Fuck
it.
it. I found him on Revolt about 5 or 6 years ago. I've seen Travis Scott videos I ain't never know existed on Revolt. Like videos. So Revolt is pivotal, but I think we need to get BET back. We need to get BET back. We need to get a version of 106 and Park back. We need to get
All of
BET
that.
Uncut back. We need that. Like, we need those visuals, and it does not need to be on YouTube.
BET Uncut.
Come on now. Stay woke. Stay woke. Yes, sir.
What a time.
What a time to be alive. Elon Musk is reportedly building a town in Texas for his employees to work and live. I'm going to let you talk before I give my opinion. This is some G shit.
No, I'm only got a chance to read a little bit of it, but it's Elon Musk. So that's some dope shit.
No, I'm going to tell you what
Like-
happened. This is militant, dog. This is why. In the military, in the Army, when you join the Army, you don't need a car at most duty stations because
They bring everything.
No, like where like this whole little block, this would be the barracks. Across the street would be the company where you work. To the left next door would be the defect where you eat. And maybe up the street would be like the shop at with the gas station where you can go get your little snacks and shit. Everything is in walking in its own ecosystem. He is creating an ecosystem. So not only can I pay you a competitive wage, you get to live for free, you probably get to eat for free, and you're within, like, Elon Musk demands his employees give you 60 hours a week.
Really?
He demands that. He fucked shit up at Twitter. He told him, he said, if you not working 60 hours a week, then you need to get the fuck out of here. He said, everybody at Tesla.
Well, I'm at like 60 hours.
And he doesn't even, he don't believe in telework. He don't believe in telework. That's what another thing with Twitter, like, hey, I don't care y'all coding. Code your ass in his office. So
yeah, I'm 50 plus, so I'm already used to that.
So yeah, so this shit is some militant shit. It's gangster. You're creating you have no need to leave. So and it's, you got to think about it. It might be like an army base. It'll be a small little city. It'll have a clinic. It'll have a gas station. It'll have a grocery store.
There was some shit I was going to buy if I'd have hit that billion with the lottery. There's some shit
on the island, pretty much.
Like
he literally, Tyler Perry has the same thing at the old Fort Gordon. Everything you can need on that base.
At that movie set thing.
It's an old base, so everything is there. So he has a fire department. He has a hospital. He has gas stations. He has the infrastructure for you're self-sufficient inside of that shit.
They show he likes smoke control planes.
That's gangster. I seen that.
You saw that?
Fire.
But do you already know that the strip that they was on was really his strip for his planes though that he was playing on though?
Let me tell you some more gangster shit. Back when I think Haiti had a hurricane or an earthquake, John Travolta.
John Travolta's that guy.
His backyard, and
he
had
got
a 777 back there.
Yeah,
it's like, hold on, the cameras walked out the back door,
and I'm gonna fly this bitch.
Like, yo, in your backyard is the
John Travolta,
dog?
that guy. He got shit back there. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Gangster, come on.
He got Air Drake. Really, like really got like Air Drake type planes. At his house.
Go through your sliding glass door and your plane. Yeah, load the water up. We good. Like
Ken Griffey on that shit too. He ain't on that level, but Ken Griffey on that shit though. I fly my own jet, son.
Yeah. So now I like what Elon is doing. Paramount and 50 Cent are now working on a GTA Vice City original series.
That would be dope. I would definitely tune in. See my man CJ. CJ get busy.
if 50 Cent either makes a power version of GTA or a BMF version of GTA, oh my God. Listen, if they doing this, I'm cool with waiting another 5 to 8 years for what would be GTA, 6?
No, I can't wait that long because I've been waiting this fuking game. We've been on this same fucking game since PS3,
Nah, dog.
PS4, and PS5. They didn't made. Yo, I wonder how much money they had to make over $1 billion. All buying all these shark cards and shit. I can't wait no further,
Now,
man.
if you telling me I could be Big Meech in GTA, I could wait another 5 years. Dog. I get to live the life of Big Meech and set up my shit and play the game or be Ghost or Tommy or whatever Rotimi is in the shit. Dog, I'm with it. Like, but again, this is one of those.
I mean, the storylines from the game. You can just run the storylines from the characters. I mean, yes, like Vice City is based off of Scarface, though.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, but it's still easy to run. I mean, there's nothing to have a guy sell cocaine and run around and shoot up shit.
I think you know what? Now that you think about it, Vice City was no.
Vice City, Miami City.
So which one was New York though?
Wasn't none in New York.
Yes,
that was like the first one. That was like early. That's early. I
think they're gonna. I think
you need San Andreas. That's with CJ with the black guy.
San Andreas is California.
Right. You need that with CJ. That was the black character.
One? You like that one?
Yeah, that was the one. You was on that bitch working out and all that shit. That's when you can put get the freaks and put them in the car to get the bounce.
Yeah, no, yo, 50 man, get the bag, dog. That's
oh yeah,
now,
smart man.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna flip this one. BMF episode 8, Big Meech sex scene. The internet found out. Big Meech sex scene.
Lil Meech.
Lil Meech, my fault. And then also the internet found out that Charles cheated. The motel that Charles cheated at was around the corner from the Wendy's where his wife worked. You seen that?
That was crazy as shit.
They looked it up. But no, this Big Meech sex scene.
Yeah, we was talking about it. So
oh my God.
Lil Meech, y'all know he does his thing inside there. He humping. And he got old girl in the VIP room and he got the dust little black light on him and shit. He getting busy. Just like all the regular sex scenes that's been happening on there. So then he finished. And next thing you know, the camera pans down to my man Hammer. I'm like, oh God, what the fuck? I'm not used to that. You ain't give me none of Lala titties. You ain't give me none of that shit. But you show this man whole Hammer with the condom on. And then, of course, they had the internet and Twitter going nuts. Mm-hmm. And then it came like, oh, it's a prosthetic. It isn't real. Then you had girls was going crazy. Like, Twitter was insane. And it's still insane right now with them what they said in the comments about that shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure Lil Meech was happy about it because he got a great, overwhelming response to it.
Yeah. So, all right, the sexy ladies. If a nigga hammer is as long as his leg on soft, I'm gonna turn it sideways for y'all. If it's this long soft, what the fuck make you? Why would you want something like that inside of you?
I don't know, man. Homegirl was loud on the motherfucking TV,
man,
though.
She took all of that.
He was going to Pound Town. My man was going to Pound Town.
Yo, hold on. I got to phone a friend. I got to phone a friend. Oh my! Like, listen, this.
Yeah.
Man, listen, y'all go too far.
I mean, we ain't even really getting no cash doll action. Like my man,
I was waiting to see some cash doll ass and titties.
That's my man. Right before he whacked the ass, let me see them titties. He went out there.
Yo, listen, I knew he was gonna kill her, man.
Yeah, he was going. I knew he was gonna get her.
I knew he was gonna kill her.
But we ain't getting none of that. But we gotta see Lil Meech Hammer on this motherfucker. I ain't getting no cash doll. I ain't getting no Lala. I mean, we done seen Lala. We done watched. We didn't watch old boy on what's his name do Lala.
We about to get some action. I gotta ask this question. Good God Almighty, ain't no way, dog. And of course they ain't gonna answer. Whatever. I need answers. Somebody got to answer for this. I need answers. Let me see who else I could call.
Fuck girl come running upstairs. What I miss? You know what the fuck you miss? Lil Meech Hammer. What you want to see it? I guess I didn't, because like I didn't know about it. So I guess she might have known about it. But like the girl was so fucking loud, she could hear the shit downstairs. So
damn.
Yeah, because she was loud as a mother.
Hey, Stacks. Where you at?
I'm at a daiquiri spot.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm on the podcast. I gotta call you back, man. You can't answer my question. I got a question.
2 minutes.
I got a question.
But I can't hear you.
All right, I'll hit you back.
I'm walking out 1 minute. I'm gonna call you.
All right. Yeah, somebody got to answer for this. Somebody got to answer, cause ain't no way. Sometimes it's just it's enough. It's okay to be like, you know what? That's too much ass. Too much ass.
It is. People say not enough as is never.
It's a such thing as too much.
It's such things. It's too much. Yep. And I'm coming from an ass guy. Yeah, ass man. I love them hind parts. It took me a while to a grown man to let them titties.
All right, I think I got one.
Yeah.
I think so.
Your call has been.
There we go. There it is. What it is. I don't know, man.
Well, we can come back to it because she said she's gonna call you, so we can come back to it.
All right. So
when my man Charles, get jammed up because
Charles, dog. Okay. Why are you sitting with a fella? This podcast doesn't condone cheating.
No.
If you get you a good woman, be faithful and nut in her. Secondly, Charles, why would you keep that sleazy motel? I think it was called a sleazy motel. Why would you keep the?
It was something with an E. I can't remember.
Easy motel. Yeah,
easy motel. Yeah.
Why would you keep the receipt in your pocket, dog? And then you put it in. You put it in the locker with your shoes. What you skating?
He was getting his roll bounce on. Yeah, he was feeling good. He thought he was sweetness. He said, "Come here." What did he say? Hold up, fine lady. Let me get my jacket. It's too late for that.
Yeah. And then he knew what was wrong. Like, hey, babe, what you?
Mama got all. She gets unholy real quick though when she get upset.
Yeah,
she be holy as.
Yeah.
But she gets unholy real fast.
Now, Charles, that little chocolate thing you thought. I don't blame you, my boy.
My man Charles went out in the Bucks though with the vibrating big. I can't get my rhythm.
She's like, I got another quarter.
I can't get my rhythm.
Yeah. So here's another one until we get back to the other one. If a woman sends you a funny social media video, is it against the rules for you to share it with your other hoes? Somebody told me it's against the rules.
It's against the rules?
I'm like, if the shit is funny, like, and you not my girl, what? Oh shit, here we go. Yep. Yo, I'm on the podcast, so don't say nothing crazy. All right? So did you watch episode 8 of BMF? Did you watch episode 8 of BMF, the last one?
No.
You did not?
No.
So you didn't see where Lil Meech online where they showed the Tallynackle was hanging out?
Listen, I don't watch that.
Well, you can't answer my question.
I'm not black.
Obviously.
No, I can't answer that.
Obviously, you not. Okay. You got all them baby hairs and you not black. Okay.
Cut it out.
All right. Well, you can't answer my question. Huh?
I can't answer it.
Well, you still can. So
what?
Here's the thing. He beat this stripper in the back in the boom room, the VIP room, right? Mm-hmm. Now when he came, the rubber was hanging off the meat, right? Pause.
Mm-hmm.
And my man Hammer was like, as long as my leg is extended, soft. What woman wants a meat like that? Or do y'all?
That's a lot of meat.
Pause. Yeah. What?
Wait.
Why?
It depends on a woman though. Like, it doesn't really take all that meat.
Well, if I got a meat like that, I'm trying to jam you up like the police. If I got a 7-foot dick, I'm jamming you up. I'm trying to jam you. I would probably go to jail hurting you. That's
7 feet dick?
If I had a 7-foot dick, I'm going to jail on a regular. Like, oh, you here again? Yeah, man. She pressed charges. No means yes.
Listen.
Huh? Don't say, yo, I'm about to go because you about to say something crazy. All right, man. Yeah. All right, man. Thank you. All right, thank you, though.
All right, baby. Sorry.
Yo, bruh. Man. All right, now let's get to it. I tried, y'all. Tried to get y'all some content. Nike had Air Force One sale that broke the internet. Listen.
No, they had more than the Air Force One sale.
No, but them $66 Air Force Ones is what
that's-
everybody was messaging about.
They had 40% off for 40 minutes. So it started at 10, ended at 10:40. I was upset.
They didn't really have nothing anyway, though.
The whole Nike was on sale, bro.
They really didn't have nothing.
Yes, they did.
No, I take that back. It's been Jordans that's been sitting on the shelf.
The entire Nike website basically was 40% off.
Those Jorge Greene ones, those Jorge Greene 2s.
I didn't even go to Jordans. I went to Air Max, and I went to Air Max for Little Darnell. So all like the 9.7 silver bullets, just is like $125 for Darnell. So because I was working, I had to go out on the road, and I get the notification kind of late. So I'm fumbling through it. I'm calling my mother like, yo, what size is this? I'm trying to grab shit. And I'm going back and I'm looking at the prices. And then I bought something else. And when I went to the Air Force Ones, it dropped. That was $66. But then they made the 40% even larger. So then I said, oh, shit. Let me go to the Hoochie Daddy shorts. I need every other color. So I'm in that motherfucker. I'm putting brown and gray. I'm like, there's hella colors that I need. I'm throwing all that shit in the cart. And I'm like, this is a good fucking deal. So I'm like, hold up, let me find something else for Little Darnell.
Here he go.
And then the fucking sale was gone. I went back and my cart was regular price. That shit was like $700. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I had went on a gram and that shit was like, sale is over. And I looked at the time and it was 10:40. So they did 40% off for 40 minutes.
Yeah, nah.
And motherfuckers definitely went ape shit.
did.
That wasn't a jig or nothing like that. Nike really just did that out the blue.
I love
boost
it.
some sales.
I love it.
No,
I love it.
you got to throw somebody a bone. I mean, because at the end of the day, they still eating a whole lot. And I mean, that was a good thing to do, but I'm mad I missed out. At least the silver bullet 9.7s for Little Darnell and my Hoochie Daddy shorts. All that other shit could have been on the back end, but
I'm looking at the camera. Gallery department. Can you do a 40-minute 40% off sale? Kith, can you do a 40% off sale? Union LA, can you do a 40% off 40-minute sale? Who am I missing?
Supreme.
Supreme. Can you do a 40% off 40-minute sale?
Bro. Kif can give me 30%, and I'm fucking happy because that is some high quality
StockX
shit.
Can you give us 40% off for
they
buyers?
They want to give you
buyers.
They want to give you no seller fees and shit.
No, give me 40% off buyers. Like,
Something.
Eat that. But yeah.
No, that was dope. Them throwing a dog a bone. That was pretty good.
Yes, sir. Drake and 21 Savage announced it's All a Blur tour. June 16th it starts in New Orleans and it ends September 5th in Glendale, Arizona. There's a lot of dates. July 24th, I think, is the Washington, D.C. stop. Now, I did look, and I looked for notable cities. They ain't going everywhere. Tampa and Charlotte is what I was looking at. You're not getting a Drake stop. So it feels good to be where we at because you got New York, Philly, Richmond. Like we gonna always be close to get everything.
Absolutely. No, yeah.
So then the internet was complaining about
them
tickets.
service fees.
This might Beyonce. So I'm gonna pay. I pay it $400.
And it really wasn't so much of the tickets; it was the service fees that Ticketmaster was charging.
I just told y'all, Ticketmaster under investigation.
Yo, it go from the tickets. Let's say the ticket's $200 a seat. Fucking service charges was $250. Like, bro, what in the fuck? That's not a resale ticket. Y'all charging me an extra two and some change.
They getting greedy, dog. They are
That's
greedy.
Insane. I remember me, of course, back in the day, I was one of those guys. I will camp out down Ticketmaster outside the Baltimore Arena. I always was top 5. I'm sitting front row, in the middle, 50 Cent concert, all that shit. I was right there sitting in the front. My mother was like, boy, you crazy. I bet you I'll be number 1 in this line. That's why I didn't give a shit about camping. I've never cared about camping, boy. When they made it like that, that's me. That's just what I do. I will sacrifice whatever to make sure I have a great time and not avoid all these bullshit ass service fees that they charge you.
We got action. Got to go back to the Big Meat thing.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Jay, don't say nothing crazy. Jay, this is Jay. It's Jay and Friends podcast. Don't say nothing crazy. Did you watch BMF episode 8, the last one with the sex scene in the strip club?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are here at the podcast and we are in a conundrum. Little Meech appeared to have his hammer be about as long as a human grown adult male's leg, fully extended when it was soft with rubber hanging off. And now, at what point do any woman feels that, hey, I want all of that hard? You laugh because it sounds crazy when it's like, ooh, they on Twitter like, ooh, girl, you see Big Meech? Bitch. Did you, bitch, Big Meech didn't have no more blood flow. Now, this nigga dick is like one of my light stands in here. And you talking about bending over to take that thing? Now, I want a woman's opinion. Like, is this an in thing or just a select few women that really like this? Is like a what we gonna call a BD fetish?
You said is this an in thing or what now?
Or it's just a select few women that have a BD big dick, like they have a BD fetish.
I think it's a select few. I say that for the most part.
Cause I'm like, yo, fam, this shit was like,
yeah.
I mean, I just think it's a select few. You ain't got to be that big, but you got to come here with something.
Fam, listen, no homo. The rubber was rolled all the way, right? And it wasn't covering half of that prosthetic. So, nigga, so imagine what happened. Now, we just talked about last week when the meat fell off out. And they had to pull the condom out. Yo, as a woman, if a man pulls something out like that, what are y'all saying?
I mean, I can't speak for everybody. I can just speak for myself. I mean,
what you gonna say? You can put the head in?
I mean, I'm just at this point. I'm lost for words because what can I say?
You got to do something because he's gonna fuck you. So what do you say? No, my stomach hurt. My period just started, or you just like, oh, I ain't no pump bitch, or you gonna be, or you gonna be one of them girls that be like, I ain't no pump bitch.
I mean, where I am in life now, I think I'm gonna have to punk out on that.
I was about to say, if you like, I'm taking that shit, you about to lose your life. You about to lose your life. That's all I want. I'm befuddled. I'm befuddled because the comments on the internet, I'm like, y'all got to be capping. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way.
I think it's a select few. However, I mean, you got some people that stay things. But like I said, you got to come here with that, but you got to come here with something.
All right. I appreciate your answer. Right. Appreciate it. All right, man. Black China deactivates 240 million OnlyFans account. It's dead. It's a dead end. I'm gonna play the clip. All that stuff is a dead end. All I know my worth is way more. Listen, I'm so proud of her, man.
Yeah. Now I was a big Black China fan, boy. Before Tiger got to her, I was a big Black China fan, boy. That motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, you know though. This is one of those things, and I know they be like, I get the stigma of Jay goes hard on women. I'm super proud of this. Like, be yourself. Don't be the trend. Even though, you know, you don't have to be naked for OnlyFans, but it's other ways and means of getting money, and somebody. And
she was making this bread, and I don't even think she was getting naked.
She wasn't. She wasn't. But again, you know.
I mean, I don't. I wonder how much inflated those numbers are.
No. You can see the numbers. It ain't inflated. You can see them. Like I remember the white girl, catching me outside. Shit.
Yeah, she was doing dumb numbers. Yeah,
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy is doing dumb numbers. She's showing a little titty though.
Yeah. What I'm saying is like, no, you can see. You can't hide them. But I'm so proud that somebody of I want to choose my words wisely. Of the new age body type that's of color is taking a stance and saying, you know what, this ain't it. She is reversing her body work and she just wants to genuinely be herself.
I bet you she gonna keep that ass though. She can take all that shit out of her face that she gonna them fucking skeletal ass cheekbones that she had got.
She say she getting
she went there today on her gram. I still follow her.
Dissolvers for her.
Yeah,
lips.
She went there today to get all that shit out her face. Out. Yeah. She looking like skeletal.
I like it.
But you done made the bread off your show. You done made the bread off of OnlyFans.
Kardashian.
You done made your bread off your daughter's father, and you done made your bread off your son's father. Because Tiger gets that paper.
Yes, sir.
Tiger, he gets that paper on the low, and then his store and all that shit like that. I forgot the Last King shit. Like Tiger gets it, so she can do that and go back regular. I mean, I hope she don't turn into K. Michelle into a whole new person, because K. Michelle took that shit out. Next thing you know, she went from brown skin to light skin. Like, I don't know, like, she changed her whole everything about her. But I'm proud of Black China. You know, hopefully her mother changed some of that shit too. Her mother is a wild girl.
Nah, she ain't changing.
I forgot Black China name. I knew her name. I can't even think of it right now. But you know, and she from the town. She, you know what I mean, she from here.
Yes,
she
sir.
from Maryland.
Two more. We get out of here. Troy Ave situation. For y'all that don't know, one of the biggest potters in the world back then, Tax Stone, RP, you know, not RP to the God, but hold the God, free to God, to the God is free. It was a T.I. concert at Irving Plaza, in New York City. And
The infamous Irving Plaza.
Infamous Irving Plaza. Troy Ave and Tax Stone got into it. I think Tax Stone real name is Darnell Campbell too. And
yeah, his name is Darnell.
And Troy Ave was shot, and Banger, the street name of the one dude, rest in peace, Banger was killed. And Troy Ave is, before that, he was a fan favorite. He was supported street shit, no snitching, all of this.
All that.
And then
Troy is my guy.
After this, I don't fuck with Troy after this. Like, he flipped it. Like, you cannot perpetuate a certain lifestyle in a way, and then when shit doesn't go your way, it don't. I feel like, so what you don't know is if Troy Ave did not testify, he would have got more than a year. And he got a year, but he had time served, so he's not going to jail.
Right.
But if you are who you say you are, and then you are in your raps, you handle that in the streets. You don't tell. Like, you figure it out. But I ain't in the street.
Right.
But you know, I'm just giving my opinion because it's a podcast, and it's no way that I could, you know, I don't know. He got to understand he's told.
He's telling. He's on there. He's telling. I mean, I know because the bodyguard was a good friend of his, and his family and friends of the bodyguards, the deceased, is saying that it's Troy Ave's fault. So I guess that's his reasoning for quote unquote testifying, to try to clear his name with the family and friends of his bodyguard that passed away in the shooting. Because how it was, it went from Taxstone pointing the gun at Troy Ave to them tussling over the gun, and then Troy Ave getting the gun, and all you see on film is Troy Ave firing the weapon.
Right.
But the police had DNA from Taxstone, which they should have, because it was his weapon, of his fingerprints and everything on the trigger. Yeah, because it's his weapon.
Right.
So I don't know how the situation goes, but Troy Ave always is high on the streets and keeping it real and all of that. So I understand where you come from with, he shouldn't be on the stand at all. I don't know if he's snitching or whatever he's doing. He shouldn't be on the stand testifying against Taxstone. It happened, and it happened. I mean, of course you want to, because his main thing, like he had posted this long post, is just he just want to quote unquote clear his name that I am not the sole reason on why
it don't matter.
The bodyguard isn't here.
Exactly. But dog, like, if you of the ilk of everything you rapped about up until that point, you changed your mind. You changed your whole stance after this whole situation happened.
I hated how my man put Hove. Like, yo, everybody you gonna have a picture of Hove in a long ass a long ass diary, but Hove in the background at court. Hove wasn't fucking testifying.
Listen,
he shot at me.
Yeah, it's nasty. And I might make this podcast, the artwork with that little boy in court where he like,
yeah.
So I don't like it, man. Trav, I shout out Taxstone, shout out Troy Ave. I just hope they bring Tax home, and nobody really knows. Only the people there know what happened, who was really in that vicinity.
Right.
The video doesn't. It's three sides of the story. His side, Taxstone side, and the truth. And from the video, it only shows Troy Ave, which
banging the gun,
makes Taxstone look,
because he didn't point the gun, he banged the gun.
So you know what I'm saying. So and on top of that, Troy Ave got shot twice.
Yes.
And Taxstone didn't.
And that's what they're trying to say. Like when he was on the ground trying to take the gun, he shot, and that's how it's supposed to had hit
him.
Hit the deceased.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then they also say if he never, because he is kind of like
that Troy Ave rushed Tax.
Yes.
And none of this wouldn't happen.
And none of it would have happened.
There you go.
He pulled the gun out on you, but I guess Troy felt disrespected and was like, whatever, and tried to take it, and shit happens. Yeah.
Last one, dog. NBA and the NBA Players Association agree on a rule that players must play a minimum number of games to be eligible for awards like MVP.
That's cool.
You had a way. So I'm calling this the Popovich rule, because Tim Duncan damn near played like 40 games back in the day.
Oh yeah, Pop.
He would sit you, boy, because he knows.
Pop started the
He
load management.
He didn't give a damn. He rather be in the bottom four than the top four, because I know I got a squad. Yeah. I just need my boys rested and ready, healthy for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And he didn't give a fuck about fans. You buying these tickets, and everybody. When LeBron come to DC, when Steph come to DC. The lines be
that shit be the worst, and it's so hard. They buy tickets when LeBron comes here, especially him being in LA, because they're only going to come here once.
Yeah.
And it's like you pray to God because either they're going to play Philly or Brooklyn or the Knicks, someone close, preferably Philly, because they're going to catch the plane and they're going to be here and they're going to play the next day. And you're like, is he going to play? And there's been times that like.
You bought
Bron
the ticket,
bought the ticket, went, and Bron ain't play.
Yep.
And that's the worst shit in the world, that you want to see your favorite player or see this team, and Bron don't play.
Yeah, man.
So I like the rule. I mean, for the most part, guys who are in the MVP race, they play. Embiid don't sit out. Jokic don't sit out. Bron don't really sit out as much. He does load management now, but my man 21 in. So that's different.
You got to it. Them knees.
I mean, the way Dame Lillard be scoring, he doesn't sit out. Steph doesn't sit out unless he's hurt.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a cool rule, but I mean, like those top guys who's always in the front runners for MVP, they're always playing.
All right.
Want to speak on Ja real quick? You got a Ja with Ja?
Ja did so the whole he sat down with Jalen Rose. The entire interview is not out yet.
Right. I think it's supposed to come out tonight
or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So but he talked about the gun is not, it wasn't
mine. It wasn't mine, and that's not me.
In the words of Tate, nigga, that was you. It is you. You think you somebody, you be trying to be somebody you not. Hopefully he learned his lesson, man. He lost his Powerade deal.
Yeah,
he lost that deal.
And they said
if
they were going to
get NBA all NBA,
he lose like 30 mil, something mil. But yeah, they said that Powerade was gearing up to spend the most money they have ever spent on an athlete. Of course, they're going to say shit like that, but if that is true, that's insane though, that you just fucked up that endorsement over just holding the gun.
Little piece.
And I know we going over a little bit, but I know that NBA players is coming to his defense. Oh, y'all don't know, and anxiety. You're at work. You're in the NBA arena. You have security that's FBI, law enforcement all over. You flew from Memphis to fucking Denver with a pea shooter. Okay? And it doesn't, people think it started there with that gun. No, it started when his friends were in a truck and they waved a gun at the Indiana Pacers bus with a beam on there, which then had two of his friends
in Indiana. Yep.
They had two of his friends now barred from Memphis Arena. So before all this shit happened, that Indiana Pacers shit happened. So two of his friends can't even come to Memphis Arena anymore.
Then you have the incident in the summertime when he beat the little boy up at the 17-year-old boy at his crib.
Allegedly.
Then you got the new incident where you ran up on somebody, called your sister a bitch, and y'all ran up. So it's like, dog, if the smoke is fire, and again,
Ja with the shit. I understand him. You know, he want to show that he with the shit, but he don't understand.
If I had that type of money, I'm not with the shits. Yo, go call security. Get him. Better get him.
Yeah,
better get him. I'm not with it. Again, I hate to see a young brother down, but Ja, I hope you learned your lesson. You are the face of the NBA, whether you want to be it or not.
Facts.
You know, my son My son looks up to you. He got them little dumbass twists and all
he's my
that
favorite
shit.
young player. Out of all these guys that's in the league, like he's my favorite young player. Ja's that guy. Like I fucks with Shorty.
He is eligible to come back Monday. So shout out to Ja, man. Closing thoughts. What you got?
I'm trying to think of one, and I don't have any. I don't know. You know, like you just said, spring is coming. We done sprung forward. When it comes to heat, it comes shooting and killings and all that shit. So, if you know you was out here being a knucklehead for years, months, days, and you out here doing fuck shit and was being disrespectful, make sure you know away from people. Because when that shit happens, we all know all the shootouts and murders happen. Once shit break about 65, 70, everybody want to be outside and all these shootouts and shit happen, man. You know what I mean? So, literally.
Yeah.
So I mean, just be safe, man. When this weather like really starts breaking, man, like 60, 70 degree weather, man. Just be safe out in these streets, man. Love you. Like, comment, subscribe.
Cost you nothing. It goes a long way. Mine is it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice, man. You never know, just a kind word, or God bless you, brother. Or, hey, how you doing? Or holding the door for somebody, that goes a long way for somebody. So on that note, this is JFP episode 171. Tay, we miss you, big dog.
PTO.
See you next week. We are our spring break is coming up. We taking 2 weeks off, but don't fret. You will have content. We got content coming for you. So on that note, I'm gonna end the podcast with another one from Atlanta. Let's get it.
What happened to a life war around the city? Pull over that stick. Did a song with every nigga that's bigger than a bitch out here. Dog high, big dream, Magic City, 16, YMM, NDC, Tommyville, ABG. Hold on, let me intervene. Got my gene from 30 D's. Money savage, Magic City. Can't say you ain't heard of me. PLC versus DTP, D4L versus DMB. Water boys that came and set up shop until they made them leave. Money I was getting with rich kids, I'm still getting paid. For all them shootouts have been walking out of VA. The speculation about this city, we gon' get them straight. Metro Church say, man, my grandma stayed on Section 8. We went from reppin' zone to color of bandanas. Tryna stay clean, the streets dirty like Diana. They left it how we talked and ran out with the grandma. I'm from Atlanta, but damn, I miss the real A. Talking back when I left the house, they had the Kim Bay. Turn the field with tomahawks, yeah, they my real brave. Bitches showing ass and titty to get the rent paid. I miss the real
I remember when Atlanta was just itty bitty. In 88, Miami boys came tried to take the city. They had the wave and price was great, but Tedwood wasn't with it. They bought their Mac 10s out of East Atlanta and went on summer. They killed them Florida boys and baby mamas, bloody summer. It was major drama, word to my dope dealing mama. Before they called us trappers, they would simply call us rollers. And we had rockers for your socks and boulders for your shoulders. And we was taught if you see police, then you Yizel Twizel. And shut the fizz up if you get caught, then don't fucking Tizel. My partner went to Giselle, came back new to Alto Shuffle. Somebody tried to beat the stuffing out that out of towner. That boy rider, not a hotter, that 4-5 beside him. Like Dominique, we keep the baddie freak like Freaknik Weekend. Atlanta, Georgia, you the shit, and don't you never forget. And don't you ever ride another nigga city dick. Atlanta, bitch.
I mean, real A.
Hell no, far from it. Remember Nicky's on Stewart Ave was star steady. Remember selling weed at 559, had them skimpy down. Used to get off all my work even though they complained every time. I always had the gift of gab. Before Uber, we'll hop out, take off on the gypsy cab. Hot the fence and hit the path. Now we on and off from all the in and out the project. A simpler time for why I was introduced to pirate. Kilo Ali said me saying what you know about that. Diablo's in a damn shame we was inspired by that. Like Tupac shooting bird hanging out that BMW. Shot up 2 polices and beat it. That was the fucking truth. Spent my wonder year around from Center Hill to Screaming Wheel. First time at MBK seen a young nigga get shot and live. Yo, Freaknik traffic Hamilton, that shit be cracking. You wear that starter coat and MJ, you just better not be lacking. Now I can't tell if it's the switches or the out of towners. A youngin' mixing X and Adderall with all them downers. I remember we had a code of conduct and an ecosystem. Taking the time to tell old Atlanta we really miss Atlanta.
We went from reppin' zone to color of bandanas. Tryna stay clean, the streets dirty like Diana. They left it how we talked and ran out with the grandma. I'm from Atlanta, but damn I miss the real A. Talking back when I left the house, they had the Kim Bay. Turn the field with tomahawks, yeah, they them real brave. Bust the titty to get the rent paid. I miss the real A. This ain't the real A.
Welcome to the Jay and Friends Podcast.